Vecna is the main villain of Stranger Things, and he isn't just a burned victim with remote sensing abilities. He was once a person who became a strong and powerful entity, especially after merging with the hive of the Upside Down and effectively becoming the puppet master. With mind control, he can trap victims in terrifying hallucinations and freeze their bodies in real life. His psychic projection allows him to watch people from far away, even across dimensions. Using the mental realm creation, he can pull victims into a dark dream world where he built himself. With telekinesis, he can lift heavy objects without touching them. His regeneration helps him heal very fast from injuries, and he can shape his limbs into sharp claws or stretch them into attack forms which can attack from a distance. And finally, he controls an army of demogorgons, demobats, vines, and other creatures of the darker dimension. And to defeat him, he must be purged from his mindscape realm, that dream world where his mind exists, and also destroy his body in the physical realm, either in real life or, in the Upside Down. So with that being fleshed out, let's explore 10 beings from various franchises and fictional works who can hunt down and defeat Vecna permanently, and how. Let's get to it. Number 1. Here we have Titus of the Ultramarines of 40k, who appeared in Secret Levels and the game Space Marine. He's now the captain of the Second Company and the Warden of Ultramar, and is indeed one of the fictional characters who are tailored down to the bone to track down and hunt Vecna. His resistance to chaos magic, as seen thrice against an unknown sorcerer in the early years, against Chaos Lord Nemeroth in the first Space Marine game, and a chaos sorcerer named Imura in the second Space Marine game, where he was but completely immune to any effects of chaos magic. This was further emphasized in the Secret Levels episode, where he purged the Chaos Sorcerer from his mind who tried to kill him with fear, and also simultaneously sliced his body in half in real life. So him being a superhuman warrior, an Astartes that is trained to hunt down Xenos and Chaos enemies with futuristic weapons and heavy armor, and one who has a unique ability to resist any mind tricks or telepathy, would make him the perfect hunter to take down Vecna. So number 2, Sauron. He is the Dark Lord of Middle-earth. Sauron is more powerful than Vecna because he has an ancient immortal spirit called a Maya, which is basically a lesser god or an angel in the world of Lord of the Rings. This means his power is not just psychic, it is spiritual, magical, and cosmic. Sauron can control huge armies, spread fear over entire nations, bend weaker wills, and shape reality with dark magic. If Sauron decided to hunt Vecna, he could break into Vecna's mindscape and dominate it, turning Vecna's own dream world against him. At the same time, Sauron could send his spirit form into the Upside Down, where he is not limited by any human body. His presence would burn away the toxic air, push aside the vines and monsters, or maybe just take control of all of that, and then reveal Vecna's hiding places. At the most, if you think about it, Vecna would be a match maybe for a lesser Balrog, but not against the Dark Lord of Middle-earth, one of the most powerful Mara spirits out there. Sauron would crush Vecna's mind in Mindscape while destroying his physical form in the Upside Down, finishing him completely because Amaya's will is far stronger and older than anything the Upside Down can create. The third entry is the Scarlet Witch. Now we can also clearly agree that the Scarlet Witch, who can search and possess people across the multiverse, is clearly more than a match for an entity like Vecna. While Vecna can control minds, create nightmares, and move objects with telekinesis, Wanda Maximoff can change the entire world around her with a single thought. She can erase people from existence, reshape landscapes, and even change time and probabilities. If she wanted to hunt down Vecna, she could attack him on 2 fronts at once. With her astral form, she could enter Vecna's mindscape and easily take control of it, and at the same time, Wanda could send a chaos magic projection into the Upside Down. Her magic would burn through the darkness, destroy the vines, and tear open space and then revealing and cornering Vecna's body. Because chaos magic works on a deeper level than Vecna's psychic powers, Wanda could destroy his mind in the dream world while also crushing his physical form and even the entire realm of the Upside Down at the same moment. Now number 4. Here we have Pinhead from the Hellraiser franchise. Pinhead is a beast just to begin with. He is immortal, immune to pain, has superhuman strength, durability, and reflexes. He has basically all the powers of Vecna and more. Inside the mindscape, Pinhead would be immune to Vecna's hallucinations because he cannot feel fear and is already in constant pain. He would then unleash his strongest ability, the ability to summon endless chains and hooks that can tear through steel walls and even magical barriers. These chains would wrap around Vecna's body and mind at the same time, ripping apart his psychic form in a dream world while also dragging his real body out of the Upside Down like a trapped soul pulled towards hell. Finally, Pinhead could permanently bind Vecna to hell and ending his existence as an independent being. Next, we have Jean Grey from the X-Men franchise. So Jean Grey, with the Phoenix Force, is a cosmic power that can destroy planets, rewrite reality, and burn anything down to pure energy. If she wanted to eliminate Vecna, she wouldn't need tricks or traps. Jean could just sense him instantly, whether he was in the Upside Down or hiding inside a mindscape or a basement, because the Phoenix can feel every thought and life form in the universe. The moment she finds him, she could enter both the dream world and the physical world at once by sending out pure Phoenix fire. This is more or less the same for many of the cosmic level entities from DC and Marvel, which will include the likes of the Spectre, the Celestials, Eternity, Oblivion, the One Above All, the Beyonder, and many more, who are all but on another level beyond Vecna and can easily defeat him. So now another being lesser than a cosmic entity, a cosmic scale entity, but really powerful is Dr. Manhattan from The Watchmen. He is far beyond Vecna in power. He is able to see all timelines at once, reshape matter with a thought, and exists everywhere simultaneously. He would detect Vecna the instant he formed a thought, whether in the Upside Down or inside a mindscape, since Manhattan experiences all places and moments all together. With a single step, he could appear inside Vecna's dream world and the physical Upside Down at the same time, unaffected by illusions of telepathy, and just completely obliterate the villain of Stranger Things. Now, this next entity is a bizarre creature, to say the least, and a really interesting choice in this matter. John Carpenter's The Thing is a shape-shifting alien that secretly copies any living creature down to the smallest cell. To hunt down Vecna, it would quietly slip into the Upside Down, or maybe copy one of the monsters that it comes into contact in real life, like the Demogorgon, blending in so perfectly that Vecna wouldn't really notice it. Once close enough, it would just infect the entire ecosystem until it replaces the entire ecosystem with itself, and until it reaches Vecna's body through the vines or wounds that he has. Every part of the thing is alive, and just a tiny piece would start copying Vecna from the inside out, cell by cell. The thing would just keep spreading, taking over his nerves, muscles, and brain, and the entire Upside Down. When Vecna finally realizes something is wrong, it would just be too late, as his body would just not be his anymore, as the thing would become him and Vecna would just cease to exist. Number 8. Darkseid. He is a supervillain from DC. Darkseid is one of the most powerful non-cosmic entities in any setting. He can open boom tubes to anywhere he wants, to other worlds, other dimensions, even psychic realms maybe. So finding Vecna would just take almost no effort. The only problem here is, like for all the others, knowing that Vecna exists in the first place. And if only they were in Hawkins, hypothetically speaking, they would maybe know instantly about the problem of the place and the existence of this dark, mysterious entity and where to find him. Once he knows where Vecna is, Darkseid would just open the boom tubes down to the Upside Down and then would begin the hunt. The Omega beams would end the fight instantly. These beams can track any target, bend across corners, erase people from existence, and even destroy a soul. And so, Darkseid is just more than a match for Vecna and would easily hunt him down and kill him. Now at number 9 we have the Primarchs from 40k. So these are much stronger, faster and smarter beings than even Titus of the Ultramarines. Some of them can sense psychic energies, some can see through tricks, and all of them are living super weapons. To hunt down Vecna, a Primarch would just track the psychic storms he creates whenever he uses his powers. Primarchs like Magnus or Lorgar could follow Vecna straight into the Upside Down or even into the Mindscape, maybe by opening warp rifts into the Upside Down from real space. Anyway, Primarchs like, Magnus or Vulcan or Angron would simply charge into the Upside Down with massive strength and weapons that Vecna cannot stop with telekinesis. Once the Primarch reaches him, Vecna's powers wouldn't matter. A Primarch can resist mind attacks through sheer willpower, as we have seen with Roboute Guilliman, the Lion, and Sanguinius and all that. Their will is just indomitable. The close combat Primarchs would just finish physically breaking his body first and then maybe torture him and then get to his soul and destroying the core of his power later on. But in any case, he's doomed. Now this last entity here would be a very interesting matchup against Vecna and also against the Mind Flayer too at the same time. Cthulhu from the works of H.P. Lovecraft is a great old one, a being of such immense scale and power that humanity is but ants to him. Vecna can control minds, but Cthulhu can crush a person's mind instantly without even trying. Vecna builds dream worlds, but Cthulhu can twist reality itself. He can warp space and make nightmares come alive in the real world, and can take over the dream world. Both of them have powerful armies that can assist them, but let's be honest, even comparing these two armies is not even apples to oranges but a single apple to an orchard. If the sleeper of R'lyeh was to hunt down Vecna, he would just awake and travel to the dimension, and Cthulhu has dimensional traveling as one of his abilities. Now once there, and even before that, the will and the power of his mind would just overwhelm Vecna, but the only thing to do now is to destroy physically the Upside Down. Whether or not he could delete a dimension is unknown, but leave everything in ruins and even crush the Mind Flayer is but stealing a cookie from a baby to Cthulhu. And so those are 10 beings who can hunt down and kill Vecna permanently. If you know more, then put them down in the comments section below. And with that, we end this video. Now do hit the like button for support, and for the ones who can see the hype option, then press it to promote the video to other viewers. Anyway, subscribe and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, fam.